Hello! Recently, one of my miniature collector friends gave me a box full of broken miniatures. Let's have a look if we can fix them. So, topic of this video: miniatures recovery. For all my paintworks, I use always my holder system. For what I made them for, how they work and where they are available can be found here on my channel as well. There are 3 repairs in this clip. The difficulty level will increase from job to job. The first patient in the miniature emergency room is a mounted figure. Chipped paint on the horse leg. I don't know the manufacturer, but if you do, you're very welcome to post it in the comments. I remove the loose paint shift around the chipped area. This can be done carefully with a hobby knife or a very stiff and short bristle brush. Now I prepare a small file out of sandpaper. That file I chip the edge of the old paint. That way we prepare a smooth transition for the new paint chip. After cleaning the area from dust, we are ready for the paintwork. In this case, I use a wet and wet blending. As you can see it on my wet palette, the paints are diluted, but not too much. I add the brown color while the black is still wet. If you do such a job for a collector, I think the main goal should be just to recover the original condition. No style changes or different harmony. Try to use the same techniques the original artist used, with the same color tones. Now I add the final highlights with a pure brown. With a darker tint down mix, I smooth the transition again. Well, I call this one done. Let's switch to the next patient. When bending back such a van, for example, it's always a good idea to fix the point where it is glued together. As you can see, I use the left index finger to fix and the right one to bend back the wand. Okay, now the same procedure as we have already seen. Removing loose old paint, create a smooth surface with sandpaper, and cleaning from dust. The original artist used a lot of color variations in her work. It shows her advanced understanding for how light works on white or nearly white surfaces. I tried to take up her idea of color harmony and used a touch of blue in the midtones. As you can see, recovering a miniature is not just boring restoration work. Sometimes you'll find a treasure to learn from. It is also like reading little hidden messages from another artist. And the good thing is, if you recover such a work, you practice immediately the newly acquired knowledge. A little bit more white in the mix for the final highlights. This one is also done now, but we have one more miniature to fix. Before reattaching the wings, I removed the remnant of old glue on both parts, the back of the figure and the wings. And be carefully with the hobby knife. What I really want to recommend at this point, if it is possible, and it is in the most cases, take your time and pin all the parts you are gluing together. It's really worth the extra work. I'll put a thin layer of fibers between the parts to connect. The fibers reinforces the adhesive power additionally. It's the same principle of using reinforcement steel in house building with concrete. There are really a lot of superglue brands on the market. However, which one you choose, use one with cyanoacrylate. Make sure it is not too old. Older superglues lose their adhesive power after a while, and use it in a well-ventilated space. The last thing I want to touch up are those little scratches on the right inside of the wings. I use a mix of autumn green and white to cover them up with the first layer. Then I rebuild the contrast in this area with a pure autumn green. I add more and more white into the base tone. And finally, some touches white in the highlights. This one is also done, but I had a few more. I really hope you enjoyed this little clip. If so, give me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, and come back soon.